This episode is brought to you by CAST11, Prescott's #1 podcast network.
Hi, I'm Ben, and that is Mike, and we are coming to you with a very Merry Christmas wish from Waiting on a Phone Call and everyone at CAST11. Happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you're into, Happy Holidays. Enjoy, be safe, have fun.
Ben, great to see you.
Nice to see you, Mike.
Hey, I'm just so happy. It's a great time of year.
It is. It's the best. Well, one of the best, of course.
Right, we are here to celebrate what is a great day in our podcast history. We have a legendary figure as our guest today.
Right. It only makes sense to bring this. I mean, if we were kind of coming full circle with this whole process anyway, but this just like, if it was 99%, this was like that little latch to close the circle and complete it.
Gosh, that's a really good point. I'm so glad you brought that up because, yeah, look at us.
Right back
we're
in
looking
when we
the
started
same.
in. This was
we're looking the same as we did 2 years ago.
2020. Yep.
Pretty much to the day.
Oh, yeah.
Our first venture into podcast,
which is why we're here, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
Had we not done that, I don't know that we're sitting here. So
no,
it only makes sense to bring it back full circle.
Yeah, great point. Yeah, and really we're looking the same with this. I
think
outfits.
You look better somehow.
Even better than I did.
Yeah, I don't know how you did it. It must be that extra 2 years.
I think it's you because now
I've added.
I've
added to mine.
The luster.
Yes.
Of that hair.
Yeah.
Cascading.
Yeah. The butter.
How have I described it? Yeah, it's butter.
Buttery cascade,
Buttery
I believe.
cascade.
Yes, that's how you described it.
Yeah. Or like some smooth olive oil just pouring over your shoulders.
I'm sorry for that.
I'm gonna try and keep coming up with new ones, but
keep it coming. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, happy Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas, happy holidays, all those fun things. Yes, Merry Christmas. I believe that's always a point of contention, but not everyone celebrates our guest of today, so it's
right.
It's like,
but everyone knows.
Everyone knows and has known for a minute.
I mean, there's at least everyone in the U.S., Canada. Hey. There's a lot of support for our guest today, and thanks to my relationship as a veteran of Christmas celebration, I was able to secure the one and only Santa Claus.
What?
Yes,
Saint Nick.
Wow. I know. That's the guy.
Are we? How'd you get in touch with him? I hear he's a hard guy to reach.
Well, as you know, I'm older than you.
Yeah. Oh, that's
actually
true.
As you pointed out earlier.
I might have said that.
Yeah. 366 days, in fact.
That's right.
It's a lot of days.
That is, when you put it that way.
Right. So, thanks. Yeah. Or 367. I'm sorry. 367
It just got longer.
I know. So really, you're my junior, my subordinate.
Sure. Yeah. Lesser than, I don't know.
You're lesser. No, but also my children, right, 15 and 12. So
yes, you started.
We've done
earlier.
some holiday cheer.
Yes, you have
for a little bit longer. So I was able to leverage that because of the long-term relationship I've had with Mr. Claus.
Nice, Sinterklaas.
Sinterklaas.
Some might call him around the world, right? Yeah,
those Dutch, the Sinterklaas. Yeah. So you know how to get in touch with Santa, right?
Yes. I learned at a young age that, he likes to read.
He's a reader.
Yeah.
So you write him a letter, and that's what I did. I wrote him
nice.
a letter.
Nice.
Wrote him a letter.
Smart thinking.
Thanks to the U.S. Post. Shout out to the U.S. Post Office.
All right.
Postal Service. They got the letter delivered to the North Pole. I forget what the address is. Is it like number 1 North Pole?
I believe it's number 1.
Is it an avenue?
Yeah.
A drive? A boulevard?
I don't think they have a hard time finding it because it's
a road.
One of the only spots there, I would guess.
I think so. But still, it's all digitally read now. The mail. So
true.
You got to have the proper number,
address, and all these things. Yeah, you're right.
So but I know it well, so I was able to get in touch with my man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to call him my man. He's everyone's man.
Everyone's man. Most
Santa,
everyone's man.
Santa's for everyone.
Sure. Of course. Yeah.
And so Santa, he said, "Look, I'm so glad to see you and Ben turned out okay."
Yes.
That was his first comment.
That's good. Right? Yeah. He's concerned about,
Well, we might have ended up on the naughty list
a time or two.
A couple times. Yeah. Over the years.
Yeah.
So we were able to, he felt like what we're doing here, that's a nice thing for the world, giving joy and humor.
Sometimes.
And, some deep knowledge on celebrities each week.
Deep.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, all right. Yeah, I'm with you.
Hey, I'm stretching a little bit.
Yeah.
I know.
He appreciates what's going on, is what you're saying.
Santa likes what we're doing.
That's good.
So I was able to, get in touch with Santa and make sure that we got on his schedule, because it's a busy time of year.
It is.
Right?
It is.
I mean,
I'm
we're
actually
just days away from the big night that he's delivering gifts all over the world.
I am actually shocked that this time of year he's able to pull this off, but cannot wait.
Isn't that great?
Got some good questions, I'm sure.
Yeah, we got
anybody would,
Right.
He's been around a minute.
Yeah. Centuries,
I'd say. Like, when you talk about relevancy with all of our guests to this point, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to take the cake.
Yeah, he's the celebrity amongst celebrities.
Well, I mean, that and just the longevity, right? I mean, he's been relevant in all the 90s.
Yeah, I know, exactly. The 1890s, 1790s.
Right.
Shout out to the 90s.
There it is. All right, I got you. Yeah,
it was like little thump set spike.
Yep.
Right.
Crushed it.
Or just a set spike. Thanks for the setup.
Got it. Anytime.
All the way back to the maybe even 290s. Did you know? It's 280 AD.
So there you go.
Is where we were able to reach back to get a little background on Santa. We wanted to share, kind of the history that we're familiar with. We want to know more from him. We're going to ask,
right?
When he calls in. Here.
Yeah.
Did you check the dial tone?
I always forget to. You got enough cord?
Oh yeah, it's there.
Oh, of course it is.
Oh, yep, plenty of cord. That could go.
All right. Now you've done it.
Oh, I know. Well, so
there you go.
So he's going to call in anytime.
Jeez Louise, we can't take you anywhere.
Anytime now.
All right, nailed it.
Nailed it. First try. We're going to keep that one going.
Yes, might as
the
well.
whole time.
Yep, sorry. Not sorry.
Okay, so I mean, all the way back then, there was a man named Nicholas, since known as Saint Nicholas. He was sainted.
Yes.
Through that process. And but what he was out there doing, maybe what we should all be doing.
He was a monk.
Well, we should all be monks. Darn it.
You look good in the robe for sure.
Thanks.
But
most of my life is spent in the robe. Little did you know.
I didn't. No, fun fact.
Yeah,
all
fun
right.
fact.
Appreciate
about
that.
Me. Yeah.
Surprised he's still calling in knowing that, because Santa probably knows that. But yeah, that's all right.
A big red
He probably
robe.
prefers the robe to the alternative.
Yeah, exactly.
There, right? Just lounging.
Yeah, keep that robe on, Mike.
Yeah. Robe's a good touch. Anyway, he was he was traveling the countryside to assist with the poor and the sick, right? That's what led to him being a saint, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, he's
right?
I would think so. He's doing the Lord's work there, getting out there, helping the less fortunate.
Nice.
Right? Fantastic. Yeah. And look at the legacy he leaves behind.
The results. Yeah, it turns out he was one of the most popular saints in Europe in his day.
Yeah. Well, I would think so.
Before, what he's become now, I'm sure this is like retirement for him or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think, you do it long enough and you kind of settle in.
Yeah.
So it is today, the figure we know as Santa Claus. So really where we know him is maybe, somewhat commercialized.
Yes.
Over the last couple hundred years. But the first iteration of who we know today maybe comes from one of my favorite stories this time of year. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, or as it was written or titled, The Story of St. Nicholas, or The Tale of St. Nicholas. I think.
Yeah.
And so that's where we kind of get the idea that this is, a jolly, round gift giver delivering gifts
Yep.
by way of reindeer.
Which is the best way I would think to do it.
I know.
Well, you have the option.
You think, do I want antelope out there? Do I want a moose would be so big.
A moose would be
rooftop
huge.
could tolerate?
Right. Several moosin.
The mooses. The moosin. Yeah, nice. I like that. That's a new way of pluralizing.
That's for Brian Regan. That's a little.
Oh, really?
I stole that from a comedian, but it's a great
Plural?
bit. Yeah. Moosin.
Moosin. Multiple moosin?
Yeah.
Plural? Moosin?
I mean, it's moose, I'm sure.
Well, I know. No, I'm just wondering what Brian Regan said.
Oh, moosin. He
gotta
just
share
yelled
the
it.
joke.
I mean, it's kind of, I'd have to do the whole thing, but he's working on plurals in class, and he's like, she's like, how do you make a word a plural? And he's like, you add an S at the end of it, and then she calls on the smart kid,
Brian Regan,
right? And then she calls on the smart kid who makes the plural of something with an N at the end of it. So then he just starts throwing N on everything. So he's like, I got 2 boxing of donuts and moosin and all this stuff. It's really good.
That is good.
He'll do it much better than I could.
Well, which word would have the actual N as the plural?
Oh man,
can't
now
think
you're
of
gonna
it.
put me on the spot.
I know. Trivia.
Come back to that because it is in there.
I mean, we
oxen.
got
It's oxen.
Oxen.
Yes, it's oxen. Sorry, man.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. First try.
I'm floored. First try, and it was your first try.
Kinda.
In this case,
Yeah.
okay.
I had to stall.
I mean, of course, here in Arizona, we think cacti.
Which can't fly.
No, cacti can't fly.
It's true. You can't use those to deliver presents. Is that where you're going, or
No,
did I
that
just
was
rail
not
that?
where I was going at all.
Okay, sorry.
But I'm so glad you took it there.
All right.
Cacti can't fly.
Cacti can't fly.
Yeah, man, that's like your motto. I need that to be just part of or a bumper sticker on your car.
There's someone out there who would be like, but the teddy bear cactus can jump off, and so therefore they can technically
I
fly.
think there is a jumping cactus.
There is. Yeah.
There is?
I'm pretty sure.
You just know? See, look at you. Wealth of knowledge. Man, we got to hang out more.
Information,
More than once
a
week.
Yes.
Oxen, you pulled that.
Thanks, Brian.
Have you ever seen an oxen? Or an ox?
Well,
I just want to call them all oxen.
Yeah.
Have you seen an oxen?
I feel like I have.
Are
certainly
they
seen them on the net.
North America? I feel like they're just in
zoos
Asia
maybe,
now.
But
used
most likely,
to,
yeah. But they're quite the working animal.
Yeah.
As it were.
Yeah, we like the cattle around here, not so much the oxen.
We do. Well done on the plural there, though, by the way.
Cattle, I know.
Nailed it.
I know.
Good job.
A few episodes ago, I just called them all cow.
Which you stumped me. My brain just quit working on that one, but whatever. That's, that was years
so
ago.
many cow out there.
Anywho, you were
back to
saying,
business.
right, yeah. St. Nick.
What was I saying about St. Nick?
'Twas the night before Christmas. And all through the
jolly.
house.
Oh, I know, jolly. Well, reindeer. Anyway.
That's where we were.
So we're glad he went with reindeer.
Yes, I think that's
because oxen would have been again also large, too large.
Yes, some wrecked roofs.
Yeah,
roofs
like Dasher, the oxen.
Yeah, that doesn't seem. Okay. Although they are probably surprisingly
reindeer
quick,
are actually really large.
They're good size for sure.
Right, caribou.
They have some at
caribou?
Arizona. You can drive through and see reindeer in Arizona, and they're not like I would say elk are bigger, but they're good size.
Yeah, bigger than like a whitetail.
Bigger, well, and a muley too, probably. Mule deer, yeah. Anywho.
Okay. So, listen. We love the reindeer. We love 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Yes, I personally read that every year.
Nice.
For my kids, that's a part of the tradition.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any traditions like that?
Well, we we are a little more with the modern times of things, I guess. And so every year after Thanksgiving, we have this little elf named Jackson that shows up and hides throughout the house every day. He's like somewhere, and then at night I think he goes back and reports on how well the kids are doing to Santa to let them know if they're on the nice list or the naughty list, and I always tell them they're probably on the naughty list, and somehow they always end up on the nice list. I don't know. It seems rigged.
Yeah. But suddenly they do one good thing and they get all the gifts.
Yeah. So I mean that's a good tradition that we run with. When I was younger, I don't recall any Jacksons of the world. I mean I think they all have different names.
Yeah, ours is like Ralph.
Ralph
the elf.
That's good. Yeah, it's a good name.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yeah, it's not that type of
Ralph, right?
Yeah, no.
That's what I go to think.
Well, sometimes because he does like some sneaky stuff.
Just
in our house,
snagging snacks and candies and things.
And like
so he's up to mischief.
Stuff.
Huh?
He is a mischief himself.
Yeah.
But he is, reporting naughty and nice.
Yes, that's
right?
I believe that's the goal. That's what they're there to do. Is to let Santa know, how these kids are doing. Yeah,
I think we need the kids to be, held to account.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, totally works.
I mean,
too.
this is serious business, kids.
It is.
Would you please be good?
Please.
Yeah,
please. Looking right in the camera. Hopefully my kids see this. Please be good.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Just go to bed. Oh, anywho.
No, that's not the problem. Sleep isn't the problem. It's all the stuff in between. The waking
right,
hours.
Yeah. No, I mean, and sleep can be a problem, but my goodness.
Oh, is that, yeah.
I mean, to keep up.
I could see maybe as Orion kind of, he wants to just run, jump, and play. All
constant
day.
Yeah. That's if that was like
pizzazz.
School, if that's what school was just like going for like PE or sports, he'd be all A's, but he's working on it. They don't even do A's, whatever.
Yeah, I know. They're not judging.
But yeah, as far as traditions go, I don't know. We do some lights and like the decorating, and we'll get the kids down. We take them down. Like we just went and saw the courthouse lighting, the courthouse lights. Of course, you see those quite a bit, but they look amazing. I mean,
I know.
As always,
can you believe it?
Right?
Yeah. What a treat.
Yeah.
Every year we got our lights.
Seems like they add something or up it a little bit every year. Letty's favorite are always those like the ones that look like they're kind of dripping.
Yeah,
those are pretty great. Yeah.
Yeah. Every year it's a little something different.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the trees have like music. At least in the past, there was one.
The trees there, buddy. But to each their own. If the trees are singing to you, then they're singing to you. I can't argue. It's your ears, not mine. But yeah, no, I think there is music coming from somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. Exactly.
Like,
yeah,
it's
from
not
the voices in my head.
Right, the Keeblers are up there, just sing it away.
Yeah, that always reminds me of the one of my favorite Christmas movies, which I think we were going to talk about, Elf.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Elf.
We watched that every year, multiple times.
Yeah, so I picture, that one scene where he's talking about the types of elves, and there's the Keebler elves. They're cooking inside their treehouse, and it lights on fire.
Right.
That's poor Keebler elves.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah, that is a good one. But I was going to say about our Christmas, downtown Christmas lights. It seems like every year they're able to add more and more trees, which is great because people, it's a fundraising event for, I believe, Prescott Downtown Partnership. I mean, it must be with Prescott Downtown Partnership and Prescott Chamber of Commerce.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe City of Prescott, maybe county, Yavapai County. I mean, it's on the county courthouse.
Right.
But everybody benefits.
Right.
So I don't know. They all come together.
Yeah,
I have no facts surrounding
No,
this,
that's all right. It's like, hey, hooray,
I have zero facts.
capitalism, right? It brings
sense.
people in. They spend the money at the shops around the area. It's like, it's, is that, I mean, there's a lot of that going on this time of year, obviously. It's like, that's, you know, whether it's the elf on the shelf or, Santa his own self, it seems like,
it's giving. Is that where you're going? Where were you going?
Buying. I mean,
money, yeah.
Money, exchanging
there's commerce.
hands, people,
Which brings us back. We got to talk about our guest today.
That's calling in?
Santa.
When is he calling? Did he write back or did he call you? Does he have access to phones
not
up
talk
there?
to him on the phone.
That's my issue with this. Is like
Sat phones.
He might be pranking us here. A little worried about that.
I know. Is he a prankster?
He could be. He's jolly.
He's jolly. I know how those elves. Those elves can.
But anyway, he probably has a way to get to a phone at least. So let's hope that he makes it to a phone.
I would think so.
I can call him. But I cut you off before you could even answer. Did he write you back or how did he get back to you?
No, he wrote.
Response?
Yeah, it's all in writing.
Probably great penmanship
but with
too.
disappearing ink.
Huh.
Maybe. It's all magic with this guy.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Like, I mean, my first question is, how do you do it?
The whole thing?
How does he do all the millions of homes?
Well,
billions.
I think it starts with
billions of homes around the world in one
child
night.
labor. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the child labor laws are different in the North Pole.
Yes.
Yeah, thankfully.
But yeah, I mean, that's a great question.
No, I mean, well, to think about like the one night, not only just building all the toys.
Yeah.
And the R&D on toys, that's a tough capital expense.
Sure.
For any
got to know if
corporation.
it's going to hit or not, if it's going to be a winner or not so much. And also ran. Perhaps
there's that. Also
everyone wants to know that, though. I feel like that's probably the question he's always going to get, right?
I know.
It's like, how do you do
But I don't know, when was the last interview with Santa? I think we're it. I think we're it.
I have not had a chance to speak with him myself. No. I've tried a few times and have not had luck in my life, but it doesn't mean that, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, well.
So actually, here we are.
Here we are, exactly.
This is groundbreaking. I didn't even realize that until this moment. That this is actually like a groundbreaking phone call we're waiting on.
I know. I don't think anybody has had this opportunity.
But somebody might have waited before.
This isn't live, but it is for us.
Yes, we are doing this.
We're doing this in real time.
Here.
The phone call, I'm sure he has access to a phone. He's got a lot of magic.
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to know, how is he able to get the whole world covered with all the gifts? And I mean, I have a theory, of course. Well, there's some magic involved, how he's able to zip from one house to the next.
Magic.
But
yes.
But you do have some time, because like right now, what time do you suppose it is in say Japan? India.
I was hoping you were going to say India, because I know that it's like 12 and a half hours ahead.
Really?
Yeah.
And there's a half?
Yeah, I know. That's the weirdest part. But there is a part of India that is like a half. What's that?
What do you know? Yeah, about why? How is it I
like their food.
12 and a half? So you're just like, hey, I'm having some Taj Mahal. Shout out to Taj Mahal.
Yes.
Good food over there.
Yeah.
We've done the buffet. So, we've wrecked that buffet before.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that one?
Yes, I do.
A few years back. But,
I would do it again.
I know.
Yeah.
What are you doing after this?
You got time. Let's go.
Oh, man. Yeah, I could do some tikka masala.
So right now I'm thinking it's like 45 minutes after midnight. Say we're here right now, it's 12:15. Then it's 12:45 a.m.
So
in a certain part of India.
Santa right now could be delivering gifts, right? Boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
And then 12 hours later, he's delivering gifts in the Western Hemisphere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where's the time zone cut off?
I don't know.
Like
the answer
Guam?
to that.
Can we call it Guam?
We can call it whatever.
It's somewhere west of Hawaii, and it does like a funny jagged.
But I mean, if the Earth is round, as you're sitting here proclaiming, I'm just kidding. But
to the flat earthers,
at some point, whether you just are going west or east, you're always going to get back to the same point, right? Just
right, but there's a hard cut in the region of Guam.
Okay, good to know.
We're gonna say Guamish.
Wilson is looking it up right now.
Yeah.
So we got the Fiji area, American Samoa, Tonga.
I worked with a man from Tonga.
Did you?
Shout out to Robert Hochi.
Hi, Robert.
Been a long time.
All right.
Okay, so what's north of there? Okay, just east of Tonga and Fiji and Samoa, right on the American Samoa border there. Again, look at that funky. It looks like a bird. The bird shooting through the time zone, saying, "I will not
go in a straight line.
Part of the Western Hemisphere.
Right.
I want it to be the next day." And there they
are. But yes, I mean, you look at the international date line, and that is confounding.
It is confounding
how somebody just came up with all that. It seems kind of arbitrary, but hey,
no, time
to each their own.
It's a hard and fast rule.
Yes. No.
Yes.
I mean, it is, but it isn't.
Okay, but
we're about to cut out daylight savings. Apparently, that's
I know, but that's the great thing about.
We're in Arizona, so we don't have to worry about it.
But we will be considered kind of mountain time. Right now, we're on Pacific. I mean, we're on Arizona time always.
Yeah, I run on Bend time. Just usually late.
We know. We love Bend time,
gang.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, the history here with Ben and I producing this level of entertainment, it really started those 2 years ago when we during COVID.
Yep.
2020.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We got a little wild idea, didn't we, Ben?
I mean, you say we, I say you, but you know, potato, all that stuff. But I mean, the thing was that COVID hit. Everyone kind of panicked. They shut down the parade. They didn't actually have a, sanctioned parade as they normally do. And so you came up with the idea and got a hold of me within the day. It was the next day it was happening. And you're like, I'm going to do this. I need you there. And we did it. And that was basically announcing a parade that wasn't, right? It was the parody parade is what
Parody
you
Christmas
called it.
parade, right?
Parody Christmas parade. And so there were, maybe 10 or 15 cars that came through, but for the most part, it's on YouTube. I have watched it just to like kind of laugh at ourselves, which is all I thought it would ever be. Was something to laugh at ourselves about. But here we are. I'm wearing the same dang suit.
Yep.
You're
Same look.
same look.
Same guys.
Yeah, a little nicer setup. I mean, downtown Prescott's it's provided a nice,
heating and
scene.
cooling.
But yeah, we're indoors on
It was
a
a
blustery
nice
day
day,
too.
though, that
Yeah,
day.
today is not, but that day was.
You're right. Today
Absolutely.
is a cold winter day, but
Right.
But that day was, sunny, reasonably nice temperatures.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember COVID. It was quiet, right? Quiet on the streets. Now, it was a Saturday,
Yes.
so there were definitely people out, but
There were.
But man, it was like there was not the crowds you would normally have on a Christmas weekend,
Right.
because of course we were going through a challenging pandemic
Yes.
at the time.
Yes.
So we took it upon ourselves to hire, the team. They did a great job. Had speakers so people around us could hear what was going on.
Yes.
It was obviously
A live broadcast
it was
at the
live
time
broadcast
on Facebook and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was great because we got a lot of passersby who just, stopped and asked what was going on.
Kind of became part of the show.
That
we
was
had
the
we
show.
had the guy that sat in that you're now lifelong friends with. Yeah, Justin.
Me and my buddy Justin.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
wanted to sit down, so I interviewed him for a good 5 minutes.
It's just great because we sat down there, did that, kind of pulled it off, and then here we are, sitting here waiting for a phone call from Santa. Man, that's it's pretty great.
That is great. Full circle.
Yep.
So that was our foray into broadcast media.
It
Local, hometown media,
Yes.
which we've we enjoyed that day, just making it feel like there was something going on.
Dude, we were international that day. Your brother-in-law
my
tuned in
brother-in-law.
from like Germany.
Germany.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah, we were getting a lot of comments online. That was fun.
That was.
Being able to interact both digitally
mm-hmm.
and in person with folks out there. We had a group of people come carol to us
We did. That was
towards
that
the
was
end.
impressive.
That was amazing. It was like a 3-hour.
Yeah, we ran
production.
and it went the full 3
It went the
hours.
full- yeah, and so really we turned in the. I guess the parade became the cars that were going by and the people and the dogs.
Yes.
Remember the dogs? They had
Right.
all
That
sorts
became
of.
it was going to be the dog parade and all that.
Yeah, there was a
and, yeah. Yeah.
What was it? It was like Scotty.
It was the
Scotty parade?
Scotty
Terrier?
Walker or something like that. Yeah. 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 That's pretty great.
I know.
And we actually did get some floats. Some people, some friends of yours decked out their vehicles. I mean, not like a normal parade, but there were vehicles
like
that
6,
rolled
7.
down and they
went
made
by
they did a
twice.
couple laps. Yeah, that helped because
We needed that,
we
so-
did. It created some content,
Yeah. So then it was more about the cars that went by.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had to fill 3 hours. I don't know how we did that.
I'm not sure either. I'm not sure how we do it now. But here we are still waiting. Waiting for that call from Santa. We got any good any anecdotes or anything good you want to throw in about the old guy?
He's just a great figure in our lives. I think, that sense of giving
Mm-hmm.
and that charitable feeling that we all have this time of year where we want to take care of the ones we love, take care of, strangers, take care of our community.
Yeah.
I think that's what we were trying to do when we did this the first time was, just kind of, hey, the money's short for local businesses. It's different now, but we want to make sure, people look at community as an important part of what's, healthy for ourselves and healthy for our kids.
Right.
Get them out and feeling this time of year, what, giving, receiving, just generally trying to be a good person.
That's a great message, Mike. Great job.
Hey, well, I'm trying to
killed that.
Yeah, trying to verbalize,
Yeah.
I mean, that's it's a nice way to wrap up our years. We go into the new year.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can look at each other, not as just a pain in the neck. We can be a little more open and try and look at the positive of life.
Right. Man, that's great. Because I think in my own head while you're doing that, and I'm like, Elf is a great Christmas movie, and you got this message of Christmas, and I'm
Christmas
Vacation. Die Hard, of course. That's when I was in, I think I told you the story earlier. I was up in Flagstaff last year at some point, and don't remember exactly what I was doing up there, but I was walking down the street. Oh, I must have been getting the oil changed in my wife's car because that's where I was getting it done. Anyway, I was walking down the street, kind of killing time, and there was a sandwich board. On one side of it says, "Why does Santa like to go down chimneys?"
I don't know why.
It suits him. I mean, I was like, great dad joke just right out there. So I snapped a picture of that, which we'll throw up here. And then the other side of the sandwich board, which was my favorite, it says, "Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?" Hint, yes. You don't have a choice. It's not a question. It's just like, yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
I'm on that side.
I'm on that side. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean there's a lot of Christmas happenings in that movie.
They're at a Christmas party.
Right. They are. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Yakamoto Tower?
I think so. I think it's Yakamoto, something like that.
Well, anyway, that's...
we don't like facts. It's close enough.
Die Hard.
Yeah.
They also... I think there's some part of it that has 'Twas the Night Before Christmas in it.
Good.
So that's,
tie that back in.
Tie that back right to the
what you got going on, right? Yeah. And then as far as other movies go, Elf is mentioned, and that's one you can watch.
Well,
over
Christmas
and over.
Vacation is probably
Christmas Vacation is amazing. A lot of people really lock on to Christmas Story, right? I mean, that's that's kind of everyone's go-to.
The lamp and the
right.
The tongue on the frozen pole.
Yes, right? The BB gun and all that.
The BB gun, you shoot your eye out.
Yep. Yeah, there's Office Christmas Party, which is getting into the more recent stuff, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
As far as who plays a Santa, who plays a good Santa in the movies? I mean, the only one that really comes to mind to me is like Miracle. Tim Allen.
Santa Claus. That's a great one.
Right.
Tim Allen plays it great. Miracle on 34th Street. I like those Santas, both in the old one and the new one. The newer one has our guy from Jurassic Park.
Wow, here's a new one that's coming out. It's not Silent Night. Oh. It's a play on that.
Ooh.
It's Violent Night. That's I'm gonna guess that's a slasher.
That's the guy from Stranger Things who we had our
David Harbour.
Yeah, we had Winona on here.
Getting into that 6 degrees thing. I see what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
Well done.
Anymore, it's like 2 degrees.
Yeah.
It's with us.
Right.
It's like, we just know them all.
Yeah.
We got celebrity culture going.
True story.
Right.
So, I don't know what else you got here. You got that. Wilson wants to know what is really in the Coke that Santa is drinking.
Oh gosh.
What is really in that Coke?
I know. If you were Santa, and you were going to have a beverage, an adult beverage.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's kind of what I'm thinking that there's something in there.
Yeah.
I would say a good spiced rum.
Probably. That makes sense. I was he's got to get around the entire globe in 24 hours, so it could be something a little more illicit. But at the same time, I was just thinking peppermint, that's when I saw that, I'm like, it's just he throws a little peppermint in there, like something.
Oh,
makes it,
okay.
Because Coke has all these different flavors now, but if you've ever thrown like a mint in your Coke, it isn't half bad.
Really? Well, if you do the Mentos in there, though, doesn't it explode?
That'll be
bad. Or that
bad
just makes it like it doesn't explode. It just
shoot up into your
carbonation
nostrils, probably. Yeah.
But if you twist the cap on,
then you're in trouble. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, well, I guess I went to the alcohol thing. I was like, oh, okay, is this spiced rum, Rumpelmans?
Yeah.
First, for a spicy beverage,
right?
That one does it. That's peppermint.
Oh, that's like
110 proof too. That'll warm me up.
But again, another good point was made that if you're, if Santa's drinking Rumplemints in his Coke, he's probably going to end up on a bench somewhere and not, finishing the job.
Well, that's
just
true.
saying,
yeah. So probably more like, you got to get some peppermint in there, maybe just some extra sugar. He's jolly. He loves sugar.
He loves the sugar.
Right?
That's got to be it. It's all done by
sugar,
so
I think it's it's important that we enjoy the last week until Christmas.
Yes.
I, of course, save most of my shopping for this time of year.
Oh yeah.
So I'm down to the wire.
Yeah.
I don't know what's it like for you, but I'm I like it to be busy in the stores. Mm-hmm. See other men, with sweat coming down their brow.
Also stressing.
With the anxiety, I
the lack of thought
3 weeks
that
ago.
was put into any of the things that you're trying to find.
Because there's no longer inventory.
Mm-hmm.
For the gifts you're trying to get.
Man, that's well said. And you're not wrong. I mean, it's, I think if you go, if you'd gone to the stores a couple of weeks ago, it probably would be predominantly female shopping out there. And then you go at the last minute and it's just, you bumping into
men with terrified looks in their face.
Yes. Some sad men.
Not so jolly.
Less jolly, just because
not wearing a hat like this or
they might be
sweater vest like this.
I like to keep the spirit. I mean, I wear this shirt out all the time.
I like that one.
My wife got me this shirt. It's for those that can't see it. It says
not a player.
It's got a nutcracker on it. It says not a player. I just crush a lot. That's
so great.
It's
I
do appreciate it. So I like to rock that around, and so that that's my showing some spirit, some Christmas spirit.
That is,
I will wear this year round. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good shirt.
Well, it is. I mean, that's what it is.
But do you think he's gonna get this one in? Is he gonna call us? Did he get himself to maybe a payphone or something?
I know.
I've not heard.
No, I said I'm thinking sat phone.
Oh yes,
satellite phone.
Smart. Yeah,
you
get with
that?
The times. Yeah, yeah.
Sat phone.
That's smart.
You're off grid, but he has access to tech.
He does.
And Neuralink. No, not Neuralink. Earthlink. What's the one that Elon Musk is doing? Starlink.
Yeah.
So now there will be Wi-Fi at the North Pole.
True.
If not prior.
Man.
I'm sure he was ahead of the game on that. But
never really thought about these things until today. Thank you.
I think it's I don't know. I mean, he obviously he should have called by now.
I think I mean, he should have.
I can't believe it. I was so excited.
I know, me too. I had more. I wanted to ask him who his favorite reindeer was.
I know. Who's yours?
Fritz the farting reindeer. We have this book that I read to the kids, and it's called Fritz the farting reindeer. So Fritz is probably my favorite. But no, I mean,
well, of course, that's a tradition.
Who doesn't love a good vixen?
Vixen. So, I know. That's
probably
true.
Yeah.
I'm more of a dancer.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Dash and dance.
Kind of a prancer too, but
thanks, man.
You could be all of them. They could all be your favorite. Prancer, it's okay. Yeah.
Dasher, Dancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner,
and Blitzen.
Oh, Blitzen. That's a plural of Blitz.
He's
back to the.
So is this a NFL thing? Is a Blitzen coming out of the?
Blitzen oxen.
Blitzen, the oxen.
The oxen.
That can't work.
The one oxen in the team.
Yes.
Rudolph up front.
Yep.
The red nose.
Lighting the way.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
he's
great guy.
Yeah,
great
he is. Busy,
nonetheless,
obviously busy.
Well, this is a tough time of year for him.
Yeah.
Even I would have been happy with one of the elves calling.
That's true. We could have put that. Did you write that as an option in your letter? Probably not.
I didn't
think about that.
Yeah,
Did you?
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. No.
I thought Santa, we want the guy or nothing.
Yeah, I get it. I like it.
And shout out to Mrs. Claus too.
Yeah, shout out to Mrs. Claus. We missed her, and shout out to my cousin Shannon, whose birthday is today, the 19th.
Hey,
just had to get that in there.
Shannon.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays to everybody.
Wow, yeah,
I don't think we're getting past. We're not going to get this one in, Mike. So we might as well shut this down. Move on to something else.
Well, we're running out of time.
We are.
So glad to have had the opportunity to at least talk about Santa.
Yeah, and pull out the old fits.
So grateful for that.
I didn't even get into my
elf.
golf shoes here.
I know.
Second time I've worn those. Second time I've worn this outfit. Both times with you. So
I know the dogs.
Lucky. Yeah, buddy. The
you
dogs.
Gotta wear those.
I will. Anyway, thanks,
Great
Mike.
seeing you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
to you, to everybody out there.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays if you're not into such things, and we'll see you next week. Listen in to Waiting on a Phone Call wherever you find podcasts and connect with us through Facebook and Instagram at Waiting on a Phone Call Podcast.
You can also tune in to news, updates, and information from Prescott, Arizona on CAST11, Prescott's #1 podcast network.